So we're back in the boss chamber of the stench most foul, because I forgot to walk past it. I believe there's actually a brand down here that I need to collect for basic progression. I think. Might be up there. Come on. Careful. Careful. No, it's not. I must be mixing something up here, right? Isn't your favorite part of this game waiting for platforms to rematerialize? Platforms that are destroyed when you touch them, but also they're walking on them is required to proceed. Is that up there? I think it might be up there. Somewhere around here. Come on, there we go. You up here? There you are. Hey, stranger. You're like me, aren't you? You hunt monsters for their salt, don't you? Yeah? That's what I thought. My hunt led me to this mire. Through that cave is a blocked passage. I recognize the berry, though. It's called redshift. There is a brand that allows its owner to cut through redshift with torchlight. It is a guarded secret, it is a secret guarded closely by the blood brows, but these are extenuating circumstances. Would you like the brand? Very good. Your hand, then. Searing pain! Seriously, how do I fit so many brands on my body anyway? See with the eyes of a hunter. People created redshift barriers centuries ago to contain beasts. We were hunters of nightmares, beastly thralls, possessed animals, demonic spirits. We sometimes captured our quarry to be held in prisons of redshift. The island is full of redshift barriers, but I didn't place them. I don't know how to build redshift. I don't think anyone does anymore. That secret died generations ago. The island draws people from so many places, and times? A fellow bloodbrow must have been here from centuries ago. Hunt fiercely, friend. And so we have redshift, which allows us to go through these red barriers so long as we torch. One of multiple mechanics that involve torches. So how many brands do I have now? We're at 4 now. I can flip gravity. I can do wall jumps. I have hard light and redshift. I don't remember if there's 5 or 6 brands off the top of my head, but the number one brand that I know I still need to collect is the air dash that lets me basically double jump a little bit. Other than that, yeah, we can go through barriers, we can go walk on the clouds, and we can wall jump and so on. Where am I right now? Oh, right. Whoa, this takes me back to an old place, doesn't it? Like I'm gonna recognize when I come down. Oh, never mind, we're going towards the far shore. Also, there's this area. Don't really remember what its deal is. Oh, hey. Something down there, something up here. Hey, item. The Stardust Spire. I'm curious to see if I ever find a new weapon that scales with magic. Stardust Spire honestly sounds kind of like something that would. It must be something I can't use right now. There it is. Magic scaling D. It's a class 3 spear with class 2 magic. Problem is, you need to be the ability to use spears, class 3 in particular, and that involves going out in a tangent for a while. I'm gonna want better magic scaling before that, probably. But I think there are pretty good magic scaling items in the game. Oh, dark. Just need to find my way to them. Although so far, not having a weapon has proved perfectly serviceable. I don't actually remember where I'm going. That upwards direction was the far shore, I believe, which loops around to the other side of the ziggurat of dust, meaning it lets me do a complete lap around the area. These little bastards like to steal your power. Where am I right now? This is just a weird isolated area, I think. I don't remember this going anywhere. Hi. Gonna have to go back to the magic now. Oh, God. You dead yet? I can't see anything. I hope I got him. A Lord's Orders. Ooh, weapon upgrade. Fantastic. And Divine Will. A spell for a type of spellcaster that I am not. Maybe I'll play a holy character sometime. That's the fun part about having these kinds of games is you can play them over and over again like that. Alright, if you're gonna take my power, I'm gonna take your soul. How's that feeling? He didn't burn to death. Just kind of hoping he burned to death. There we go. Let's go ahead and chug for a bit. We're a bit drained. Wow. At this point, my Cloth of Blessing only recovers like half of the stamina that's drained by that kind of behavior. Dick. Putting traps in the dark. For shame. Oh, it's nice if you'd be all lit up like that. It makes it easier to target you without me having to do anything about the light myself. You deserve that. Getting all gross. Oop. It's a trap. How would you fall in the hole, huh? No? Oh, shit. The gravity doesn't work. Oh! Oh! Accidentally changed weapons. What button is that again? Left bumper. I change weapons so infrequently that if I panic and have a moment of needing to do it really quickly, I'm like, oh shit, what does it map to? What button did they make that? Watch out. Sure looks like Hager's Cavern, so I'm sure this is attached. Oh yeah, I just came from the Mire of Stench, so everything around here should be close to Hager's Cavern. Careful about that stamina usage. Oh. That was less effective at making him fall than I was hoping. It's fine though. Just need a quick little moment of recovery and a whole lot of light. Cavekeeper's Ear. I think I've never confirmed it, but I think that every covenant might have completely independent uses of whose souls they want. Hager's Cavern. Oh yeah, this is just the other direction of getting here. Yeah, I ran up on this side and got to this shrine, the sanctuary, and then I went right back out and did Hager's Cavern, and I never continued left from there, and that's what I just went through. So, a little pointless in that capacity. Here we go, back at the far shore where we left off before all that happened. I just kind of ran back. It made sense to do that at that point. Let's try to get ourselves a sanctuary around here, and maybe even loop around to the other side to get one over there too. Is it the fort beyond the mire? Hi, guy. You deserve— oh, whoa, right off the horse. You deserve that, just so you know. Sorry, but also not sorry. Oh yeah? Block this. Ow. He blocked it by stabbing me. Also, he died, so I mean, my victory, I guess, but ow, still. Danger? Oh yeah, they're like weird— yeah, they're like knights that just keep getting back up, aren't they? Oh wow, does that say 194 damage? This game's no joke with the lightning damage, huh? Oops. I'm really good at this hip, if you haven't noticed yet. Just impeccable aiming. I'm especially good at shooting the floor over and over again, really. It's my special talent. I don't know if you picked up on that. You're welcome. Huh. Oh, it's a jump up a wall. That was something bad thing to not pick up on at first. It's safe. What do you have? The boatman set. Oh yeah, I remember using that set. It had just the right equip load, and I think it counted as the right category for me. I kind of like running around in spellcaster gear just to look the part. I'm not looking to switch to boatman set right now, but maybe someday. I don't remember if the fort beyond the mire has a boss. I can't really think of one. Oh, it's the Iron Keep. It's the Iron People. The blue crystal in the hearty roll. Oh, me hearty. I'm an idiot, by the way, if you weren't picking up on that. Sorry. Sometimes I need to stop talking. Alright, one level. Sure. At the very least, we can invest. No, not the Oath. I'm not joining the Mountain Smiths of their one throne to rule them all. So, we can keep putting points in here. It'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for me to get both of the healing upgrades that I want. Alternatively, I could start investing in points to get to a new weapon type. If I want to get a melee weapon that scales with magic, I'd have to go all the way to said tier. Like crossbows would go all the way down here. I don't think there's really magic crossbows though, really. I used a fairly magic gun last time, but I feel like that scaled with dexterity or something. I think it had like S scaling with dex, but was a gun that did technically like fire or magic damage. You'd come over here for daggers. But you come all the way up here for poleaxes, reapers, and spears. Reapers are what they call scythes in this game. What's that one up there? Class 4 swords. Do they call great swords their own thing? I don't remember. What's this over here? Great hammers and great axes. So everything's kind of classified in its own little thing. Hammers and axes. What's way down here? Not much else going on. There's entire parts of this tree I've never even visited directly, come to think of it. Yeah, I see the pikes. I see regular swords. Oh, no, never mind. It says, yeah, it says swords, two-hand swords, and one-hand great swords. So all the swords are kind of combined into one sword category. That's interesting. So if there was a sword that scaled with magic, you'd go that path. But for now, I'm just gonna save my point. I'm doing some cleaning up. Oops, defender's ring. How'd you die? Let me guess, you fell off a ledge. Yep, there he goes. Bye. He really covered some air too. He was way out there. Maybe he didn't have his wall jump or something. Amazing item ahead, the game says, as if to taunt you. Son of a bitch. Without my air dash, I'm doomed. I don't think there's a boss up there, though. I think it's just an item of some kind. Let's continue our western path. But yeah, I might invest in a melee weapon that scales with magic, but that'll take a little research to figure out what items are compatible. But just in case that opportunity arises, I'm gonna keep my options open. Hey, boatman. Safe passage round the bay. Do we venture east, friend? Yes. Round we go. And that's the fort beyond the mire. Relatively minor zone, but it's how you get back to the far beach, which takes you to the other side of the ziggurat of dust, which is the zone that's directly behind the Dome of the Forgotten, which I finished, I believe, last episode. The far beach. Might as well try to get a shrine around here, so I can travel to it quickly. Well, I'm not sure if I remember if there is a shrine. Oh, there's that. There goes that ambiguity there. All right, we're just get rid of that pouch. We're going to want to throw down our vessel and claim the sanctuary as our own, and then plop down a quick stone guide so I can get to and from here easily. There we go. That's how you get your more permanent exploration, is by plopping down little things like that. And so I've made my way back to the Village of Smiles Sanctuary. Because I want to go off here to the right, because I think I've missed something useful around here. What? Ow. I think there's something around here. I think I went straight up last time, I want to say. I went straight over here. Nope, never mind. I haven't been here yet. Oh, Kuremoa. That'll be a great sword, I believe. Where are you? Tachi? Kuremoa? Class 1 great sword. Dexterity and strength scaling. Not useful in its current state to me. But we'll see. Hey, buddy. And he is down. Dropping me... Ooh. Conduit of the Mind and Bronze Knight Ashes. That's a rather important character right there. I knew I missed something around here, bundle of salt. Yeah, that's relatively useless to me. So this just brought me to the Conduit of Ashes, which is Conduit of the Mind. Locks minimum stamina to 1/3 of stamina. That's a big deal. Let's see, this makes me do more damage. Bright corals, more willpower. Defense to poison, I can get that off right now. Conduit of the Mind. There you go. So look at the white bar under my stamina, and see as it gets longer. Boom. So now I can cast longer without having to heal, which is good and bad. Did I have light? I think I had. Wow, I had lightning and poison resistance equipped at the same time. Surely there's something better than those for me to put on right now. Regenerates hit points might be a reasonable thing to do. Stamina regeneration rate. Defense to strike attacks. Eliminates... There's so many options. So many options! Yeah, I'm not nullifying any imbalance. Let's do the hit points over time, I guess. So we have a slow heal, we have better stamina, we have a bit of willpower, and we have our amplified magic damage. That is a very slow health regeneration rate, but it'll let me shrug off minor attacks that I don't feel like healing right away, and maybe they'll be fully healed before I take my next hit, ultimately saving me a heal. We'll see how it goes. But the effect here is that I can now attack with more spells in a row without fully depleting how much my stamina can go down by. So like now I can just keep casting, and I can probably get 3 entire mana potions worth of drainage right there. The downside is that now my stamina meter can get shorter than ever, meaning that like, yeah, a roll will almost use the entirety of how long it gets at that point. So I do have to be careful about how much more restrictive my movement will become at that point. Since that guy has such specific drops, hey, get out of here. I figured I'd also revisit this other knight that I saw in the Village of Smiles that I never got around to killing. Just to see if he has any really special drops for me, too? Maybe? Die already. There we go. What you got? The Faithful Ring. What does that one do? Increases your defense to arcane damage. Alright. Resists against specifically the element that I use, as far as actually, no, I use fire and lightning, so that made no sense. I'm an idiot. We'll ignore that. Where does this go to? Ooh, an item. Stone Cleric. That'll come in handy. And then on my way back from the Village of Smiles, I think one of these doors... One of these walls should be a door. Ow! Dick. Ah! Stop it! Is he dead? Hope so. Ow! Dick! 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 Fucking... Get out of here! Get out! Stop it! Fucking bats. Never not annoying. Why can't you be ground dwellers like everybody else? There it is. Ah! It's fucking... He's not even dying. He just keeps coming back. He'll never catch me down here. Alright. Test. Safe. What do you got? Oh my god. I hate bats. I hate them. The Kismet Stone. What do you do? So many rings. Increases your item find rate. Oh. Got a magic find item. Oh god. Stay away from me. Stay away. I'm noticing going through these items that magic scaling isn't particularly common, and often not particularly strong. Just in general. Lots of dexterity and strength as you'd expect. The 2 cases I found so far is that the, where's it, the Kurimo. It can be turned into Black Widow. It requires class 2 greatsword. It has B scaling with magic, which is pretty good. Does arcane damage, which is that's neat because it's a new element altogether. Then I can turn my current arming sword into, where was it? The branding iron, which has S scaling with magic, which is also pretty great. But that'll require class 4 sword, which is quite the investment to go down there. But it could be fun to have a magic weapon. That said, this one does fire damage. So instead of so while the other weapon does while the other weapon does magic, this one arcane. This one will do fire, which is one of the elements I already have for my spells. So it's kind of redundant, but the scaling is also better, so that might be worth it just on its own. Problem in this case, of course, is the diamond cluster is something I do not have at all. Either way, it probably wouldn't hurt just to visit a blacksmith and upgrade both those swords past the first few tiers, just because I have those kinds of resources just kind of sitting around. First things first, the Rowan Crussier. Ooh. So it's 77.3 now, it goes up to 81.1, so that's another 4 damage with that Lord's Order I got. Our weapon upgrades once again. So we're at Lord. Now we need 2 Lord's Orders, and I believe the next rank will require King's Order, I think was the last one. And I believe that's the last rank at that point, if I remember correctly. So I'm thinking of just taking the arming sword and upgrading the crap out of it, because locks of hair are just a thing I have around. It'll just be preemptive. Well, and I think I'll just upgrade both candidates here. And if I see something I want, and if I'm sure I want to switch something over, I'll give it a consider. I'm probably gonna go invest in swords regardless. And these, yep, this also requires locks of hair. So I've got a great sword and a regular sword I'm upgrading right now, and they both require the same stat, thankfully, and they both transform into magical items. Hell, I could transmute both of them and even change which one I'm using, so that if a specific boss is resistant to certain elements, I could use a different sword potentially. I also have a bunch of soldiers' poems. So it's pretty easy to get past the entire soldiers' poem tier of cost. So we got a great sword of 4. Looking at the next one. Okay, we don't have extra Lord's Orders sitting around, so that's gonna be where that stops. But it'll take my normal sword up to 4 also. There we go. And if all else fails and I want those resources back, I can always just go visit the hobo vendor up in, I think it was the Castle of Storms where I saw him, or it might have been Dome of the Forgotten. I think it was Castle of Storms. And I can just go buy more of those upgrade items anyway, so it's not a big cost. But we'll keep our options open. While we're here, I'll talk to the sorcerer character. We're gonna buy a lightning ball. I've got a lot of gold sitting around now. A few other cases here. Flame orbiters, orbs of flame orbit the caster. Undersight, I believe, lets you see invisible guys. Might be past the usefulness of that, but I have it now. Arcane weapon, imbues your weapon with arcane fire. Then wildfire. Wildfire needs not know a direction, but this element just summoning it can be careful to protect himself with devastating fire power. We'll see here. How many of these are equipable in this bar? All of them, it looks like? Most of them. The lightning ball was a normal kind of spell. Let's give these a test run, just because I have them. Replace lightning bolts with, there's lightning barrage. That's the one where I fire a flurry of lightning, and then there's lightning ball. We'll give that a shot, too. So we're right outside of the, first location. Let's give lightning ball a shot. Huh. Oh! It doesn't hurt them at first. It only hurts when it explodes. That's interesting. Interesting. Alright. And then flame orbiters. Yahoo! He dead. And then a little spell to help me see invisible people. Not going to be relevant here. Arcane weapon. Apparently I just made my staff arcane. Can I even attack with the staff? I can block with it. How do I attack with a staff? I actually don't know how to hit them with a staff, if it's even possible. I guess I'd have to unequip my spells or something. And then wildfire. Oh my god, the fire just goes everywhere. That's fun. So it's the fire equivalent of lightning storm. They're both just a big AoE of vroom. Might want to keep that option around in particular. I'll unequip undersight and flame orbiters and arcane weapon. But wildfire might come in handy. It's just both AoE, and I can vary between the two based on the elemental weakness that I've got of it in the area. Either way, I just figured I'd go ahead and buy those because it's one of the only uses that gold has, is to pick up whatever the vendors have. Now we've warped back to the Hall of Cages. So I believe this right direction. Yep, this will take me right on over to that giant crater. And I think that I now have access to the floating passages. Oop. At least I think so. That is... I'm trying to remember, is that... Are they rocks or piles of corpses? I honestly can't quite tell. It almost looks like a pile of corpses. But it also could be rocks. It's so low detail because of the specificities of... What the fuck word am I saying? The style of the art in this game doesn't always make it really clear what you're looking at. Hey, nailed it. Oh, do I need air dash just to jump there? I might need the air dash just to get up there. Well, crap. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, yeah. Yes, it does appear that I need to get the air dash before I can continue.